Welcome everyone in HueFin News. Today is January the 30th, 2018. This is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis where we are giving you the news according to the charts, where we are predicting where prices are likely to go in tomorrow's trading day. We are not investment advisors and we are not giving you investment advice, but rather we are interpreting these price bars and volume to show you all where we are expecting some of these cryptocurrencies to move on tomorrow's trading. And as you guys can see from the website, definitely the market is taking a beating today. The market cap is also dwindling, getting smaller, back to around $500 billion. Bitcoin dominance as well is getting smaller. It's past 34% and is now around 33.7%. And as I scroll down the website, you guys can take notice that all of the cryptocurrencies today are down. Bitcoin is down 9.5%. Ethereum is down 8.55. Ripple is down 12.22. Bitcoin Cash is down double digits. Cardano is down double digits. Neo is down double digits. Litecoin is down almost 8%. Stellar is down 14.71. So all the altcoins in the market for today is down. Populous is up, number 21 in ranking, is up 1%. That is probably the only outlier that we will see as I scroll down this list. Populous is the only altcoin that is trading higher on today. Also, you have Ignis up 35.43%. So there's only two cryptocurrencies that is in the positive on today's trading day. A lot of these other altcoins are in double digits losses for today, which just continues to tell us that the market overall is definitely in a downturn, and we will continue to expect that until we start to see more precursors of strength. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys one thing that I've noticed for Ethereum than I do with Litecoin and Bitcoin, the dominant three. So as I show you guys Bitcoin real quick, you guys can definitely see that Bitcoin is in a downturn right now. When I go to Ethereum, I want you guys to pay attention to this. Let me go to Litecoin real quick. So now I'm gonna show you Litecoin. So now you guys can also see that Litecoin is in a downtrend as well. Now when I go to Ethereum, I want you guys to tell me the difference that you guys can see. Now this is Ethereum on a daily price chart. The market is still trending higher for Ethereum than with Bitcoin and Litecoin, and that is just something you need to take into consideration long term. Now I'm not telling you all to get into Ethereum. I'm not telling you guys to sell Ethereum. I'm not telling you anything. I just want you to pay attention to what the charts are reading to you, and I can definitely tell you that Ethereum is an outlier comparative to Bitcoin and Litecoin. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into our analysis. So we're looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is down 9.42%. Last trade was $10,171. So I'm gonna zoom out. You guys can definitely tell that we are in a downtrend for Bitcoin. The market continues to give us precursors of weakness. Now we are trading around the support area of $10,000. Okay, so the market does have a possibility of moving higher from $10,000, but by no means are we out the woods of Bitcoin moving lower. Okay, especially on this last 3-hour bar, the market tried to move higher. We did not get the volume to back it, so that's why we still receive stockpile in the bar for Bitcoin. So I'm going to tell you right now before I get started in the rest of the analysis is that we're just simply going to stand by on our analysis for tomorrow, because the market is definitely in a downturn. but we do expect some of these altcoins to bounce higher. Okay, but we're definitely not expecting a full out uptrend to start in tomorrow's trading. Okay, so now with Bitcoin, you guys can definitely see that we do have stockpile in the market. Now it can come back up to 10,400 just as an area of resistance, and then more stockpile will come into the picture. But overall, the market is definitely giving us more because of the weakness than strength right now as we look on the 3-hour bars for Bitcoin. Quick look at the 1-hour bar for Bitcoin. Again, we're still getting weakness in Bitcoin, but one of the good things is that the market is just consolidating right now, just trading within $10,000 and 10,400. If the market can maintain itself around $10,000, then definitely expect Bitcoin to at least trade sideways. But as I stated earlier, we're getting nothing but precursors of weakness right now in Bitcoin. So at least in the short term, we're still expecting Bitcoin to move lower until it finds an area of support. And as I zoom out, support can definitely come all the way back down to the low that occurred on the 17th of January, which was $9,231. Definitely, if that $10,000 area does not hold, we can get a quick down bar to come and touch that area and then move higher on the close. So now let's go ahead and go to Ethereum. Ethereum is down 8.83%. Last trade was $1,068.90. So again, we are getting weakness in Ethereum as well, but the market can definitely try to come and find support around $1,020. Okay, we are getting a push to go down bar, which is a precursor of weakness. Buyers did come in the market though, so you have to pay attention to that as well. So the 3-hour bar is definitely telling us that the market is still giving us precursors of weakness. We had some buyers come in on this 3-hour bar, try to push market back up to and around 1120, got hit with more stockpile, and the market is still weak. Okay, so we're not getting any precursors of strength right now in Ethereum, so we're still expecting them to move lower until we find an area of support. Now support can be around 1060, but definitely we're not noticing that it can find support there. It could come all the way back down to 1040 as well. The market just simply consolidating right now until it makes another move lower. Until we start seeing more precursors of strength bars, expect that to happen. So now let's go ahead and go to Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash as well is down 11.62%. Last trade was $1,458.30. Again, on the daily price bars for Bitcoin Cash, we're getting a push to go down bar with high volume. So the market is still giving us precursors of weakness. So we haven't found support yet for Bitcoin Cash. The market can definitely come to the low of this particular bar, which was around 1343, but definitely it could come all the way back down to $1,200 as well when all is said and done. Okay, so we're standing on the sidelines until we find the area of support, so we could come in and at least make a quick trade to grab a couple of profits here and there. But definitely right now we don't have anything tradable in these altcoins. 3-hour bar for Bitcoin Cash will also tell you all that the market is still weak. Support is around at 1480, but the market definitely closed below it, so that is not going to be the support area. It might come all the way back down to 1400 in or around that area. Okay, that's the next logical area for Bitcoin Cash to find support, is around $1,400 in or around that area. So our analysis for Bitcoin Cash, for them to continue to move lower until it finds area support, and it might just come down to this particular low and move higher. That is a possibility as well, but definitely we're getting nothing but precursors of weakness bars in Bitcoin Cash as well. So even when I put it on the 1-hour bars, you guys can definitely tell that we have no strength on this particular bar. 60-minute chart for Bitcoin Cash. We definitely are seeing a downtrend occurring for Bitcoin Cash as well. So our analysis is for them to continue to move lower until Bitcoin Cash finds an area of support. And we told you that we're looking around $1,400 in or around that area for Bitcoin Cash. Next is going to be Ripple. So Ripple is down 13.32%. Last trade was $1.10. Daily price bar for Ripple tells you all that we still are receiving weakness. Puts the go down bar for Ripple. The market can definitely come all the way back down to these lows of these two daily price bars, which was 85 cents. Okay, so keep that in mind, that is a logical area for Ripple to come if $1 and a nickel would not hold as support in or around that area. So pay attention to those two support areas, $1 and a nickel or 85 cents are the probable areas that we're looking for Ripple to at least come and test support. Even on the 3-hour bar for Ripple, a sharp downtrend is occurring. Market try to come in, but we still have stockpile coming in the market. So the market may actually come and find support around $1.05, like I just told you all, or it could come all the way back down to and around 90 cents. So those are the two areas we're looking, but definitely we're still getting weakness in Ripple. So our analysis is for them to move lower until we find the area of support. Now I'm gonna look on the 1-hour bar. So again, looking at the 1-hour bar, we are receiving nothing but precursors of weakness, expecting the market to continue to move lower. Hopefully $1.08 can hold that support as this current 1-hour bar tries to move lower. If this low $1.09 will not hold that support, expect that to happen as well, because we need to get confirmation on this 1-hour bar of the market closing above this previous close in order for Ripple to at least trade sideways. Okay, and that sideways it could come all the way up to $1.16 or $1.14, but right now we're getting precursors of weakness. Next on the list is going to be Litecoin. So Litecoin is down 7.91%. Last trade was $165.99. Push to go down bar. We do have buyers coming in for Litecoin. It came and touched around the area of support of $160. So maybe tomorrow Litecoin will close above $160, which at least for the time being lets us know that the market will at least trade sideways. Okay, 3-hour bars for Litecoin, definitely we still have a lot of selling coming in the market for Litecoin. The market currently came and touched support around $164, just like it did on this bar, and a little on that bar. Okay, so hopefully we're paying attention right now in Litecoin to see if it can maintain $164 as support. I told you guys earlier, we have a very sharp downtrend occurring in Litecoin as well. A lot of precursors of weakness, so it's going to take more volume around $164 in order for Litecoin to at least find support. Okay, quick look on the 1-hour bar for Litecoin. Again, the market tried to shoot higher towards 172. More sellers came in the market, pushed the market lower. The market is still expected to move lower if $164 is not going to be support, but we are getting more precursors of weakness on this chart. So our analysis is for Litecoin to continue to move lower until we see precursors of strength reveal itself in Litecoin. So the market can come anywhere between $164 all the way down to $160. So now let's go ahead and look at Dash. Dash as well is down 11.59%. Last trade was $678.23. Puts the go down bar for Dash. We're still expecting the market to move lower. Might come all the way back down to and around $600, $620 in around that area, especially on the daily price bar. the market may come and touch $625, $600 in tomorrow's trading, because we are definitely receiving a push to go down bar. 3-hour bar for Dash. Again, we're getting nothing but precursors of weakness. The market is still weak. The first area is to where Dash can find support is where it's trading right now. $678 in or around that area needs to hold that support. So this current 3-hour bar needs to close above this previous close. If it does, then at least for the time being, expect Dash to trade sideways, may come all the way up to 720 in tomorrow's trading, but it's imperative that this bar closes above this previous close in order for that to happen. Okay, it might just come up to $700, but currently we're still getting precursors of weakness in the market for Dash, so we're waiting until we get an area of support. Told you all that $675, 680. Hopefully that will hold that support, but we're not holding our breath. $640 in around that area will be the next point that we're looking for Dash to find support. So now let's go ahead and look at NEO. So NEO is down 15.27%. Last trade was $142. And I told you all yesterday that we was expecting NEO to move higher. But I said in order for that to happen, NEO would have to break through that area of resistance that was in the background. And as you guys can see, NEO could not break through that resistance area. That is how you read a chart. We told you all as NEO was trading around this $170 area, just like in the background, that we will need to see a push to go up bar or another precursors of strength bar in order for NEO to move higher. We did not receive that. Matter of fact, the bar closed lower than the previous close, which is telling us that the market was giving us a change of tone. So it pushed NEO all the way back down into consolidation. Market came and found support around $140. Hopefully that will hold that support, but we're not holding our breath because we are still receiving precursors of weakness bars in NEO at this time. So we're still expecting the market to move lower. If $140 will not hold that support, $135 or even lower than that would be the areas that we are paying attention to in NEO. Quick look on the 1-hour bar. We are definitely receiving more stockpile precursors of weakness here. The market is not giving us any interest in higher prices at the moment. So at best, NEO will trade lower or even a little sideways, meaning that it might come all the way up to $144 or even $146 in short-term trading. I can also see it coming up to $148 too for a quick touch. But definitely we're not expecting NEO to move higher in price, but at least it can move sideways. So now let's go ahead and go to Monero. Monero is also down 12.28%. Last trade was $275.31. Push to go down bar in Monero for today. Precursors of weakness. We're still expecting the market for Monero to move lower. Now it might come to 260 or even all the way down to $240 in tomorrow's trading. The volume on the daily price bar for Monero definitely backs prices moving lower. 3-hour bar for Monero, again, we're getting more precursors of weakness. A lot of volume is coming in as Monero is moving lower. Hopefully on this current 3-hour bar, it does not close lower than the previous close, because if so, expect Monero to continue to move lower, even though we did get stockpile on the bar. So it's imperative that this 3-hour bar closes above in order for Monero to at least move higher. Now, if it's going to move higher, we're not expecting it to move that high. It might just come up to and around $282 in or around that area, or even around $290 during tomorrow's trading. Okay, but definitely the market is still looking like it wants to move lower. $260 would definitely be an area of support that Monero can find as support. Okay, it can even come all the way down to $240, but definitely we would need to see a lot more volume than what we're seeing now in order for Monero to move that low. So now let's go ahead and look at the last one, which is Cardano. Same thing, just like Monero, the market is giving us a push to go down bar on the daily price bar. So the market is still weak, but it did close around the area of support. So we've got to notice that fact, that could be the support area for Cardano. Pay attention. We need to see precursors of strength bars though in order for that fact to come to realization. So looking on the 3 hours, again, 50 cent is holding as support right now at this moment, but again, we're still getting precursors of weakness overall on this 3-hour chart for Cardano. So our expectation is still for them to move lower, and if it does move lower, it could come all the way back down to 45 cents as well. Okay, that's if this 50 cent area does not hold as support. We're definitely receiving a lot of volume, which is telling us that the market is trying to support itself around 50 cent, but we don't have any precursors of strength to cement that fact. So we're still expecting Cardano to move lower as well. 45 cents in or around that area would be the next area of support that we're looking for Cardano to come in touch. Might need to be around 48 cents. Okay, so overall we're still looking for Cardano to move lower if 50 cents will not hold as support. So that's all we have for today. Just to give you guys a quick recap, definitely the market is still giving us a sell-off. We're still in the woods. I did a video a couple of weeks ago stating you all that we're not out the woods yet, and the market continues to move lower towards the area of support. So now on a daily price bar, you need to pay attention to see if we receive any precursors of strength while it's trading at support. If we do, then at least for another couple of days that the market will trade sideways. But if we maintain and continue to receive precursors of weakness bars around support, then the market will break support and we will move to a lower support area. Okay, so that's the things that we have in our minds here at HueFin News. You guys need to place that in your mind as well. Okay, so that's all we have for today, everyone. Stay profitable, and I will talk to you all later.